You are scrolling. You don't even know why anymore. You've seen two political scandals, a natural disaster on the other side of the world, and a video of someone screaming at a cashier. You feel heavy. You feel exhausted. But your thumb keeps moving. You are looking for the next thing that will make you angry or afraid. You tell yourself you want to be informed. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain isn't looking for information. It's hunting for threats. And it has been doing this for millions of years. The problem is, the modern world hasn't created more threats. It has just created a buffet of fake ones, and your ancient brain is starving. To understand this, you have to travel back 200,000 years. You are a Homo sapiens standing on the African savanna. The grass is tall, the sun is setting. You hear a rustle. It could be the wind, it could be a lion. The brain that assumes it's the wind doesn't pass on its genes. The brain that screams a lion and runs away survives, even if it's wrong 99 times out of 100. This is the negativity bias. Psychologists call it the smoke detector principle. A smoke detector is designed to be hypersensitive. It's better to wake up the whole house for burnt toast than to sleep through a real fire. Your brain is that smoke detector, and it is constantly smelling burnt toast. This isn't just a metaphor. Neuroscientist Dr. John Cacioppo found that our brains react more strongly to negative stimuli than positive ones. When you see a happy face versus an angry face, your amygdala, the brain's panic button, fires up much faster for the angry one. You literally see the threat before you see the smile. This is because your visual cortex is hijacked by the amygdala. The data is prioritized. Bad news gets a superhighway into your consciousness. Good news takes a dirt road. Why? Because good news won't eat you. But this system had a fatal flaw. It evolved for a world of immediate physical danger, a world where a rustle in the grass was a singular event. You dealt with it, and the cortisol left your body. You ran, you fought, you hugged your tribe, and it was over. The stress response was acute. Today, the rustle is everywhere. It's a notification, it's a news alert, it's a passive-aggressive email from your boss. The saber-toothed tiger is now an infinite scroll of existential dread, and your ancient body doesn't know the difference. Here's the terrifying part. Your brain doesn't just seek out these threats, it becomes addicted to them. When you perceive a threat, your body releases cortisol, but it also releases a little bit of dopamine. This is the anticipation molecule. It's the same chemical that makes a gambler pull the lever again. Your brain gets a tiny reward for scanning the horizon for problems. In a study by Dr. Stuart Soroka, participants were hooked up to eye-tracking software and shown a mix of news stories. They overwhelmingly fixated on the negative news, even when they claimed they preferred the positive stories. You are not a rational consumer of information. You are a threat addict, scanning your phone for the next hit of outrage. This is why conflict sells. Media companies are not necessarily evil. They are simply serving the menu your ancient brain demands. If a news channel showed you nothing but puppies and peaceful sunsets, you would click away. Your survival instinct interprets peace as a lack of vigilance. A lack of vigilance means death. So, the algorithm feeds you the outrage. It feeds you the disaster. It feeds you the enemy. A researcher named Dr. Jonas Kaplan found that when your political beliefs are challenged, your brain reacts as if it's being chased by a bear. The logical parts of your brain shut down, and the survival circuits take over. You are no longer arguing. You are fighting for your life. But there is a twist. This system wasn't designed to make you miserable. It was designed to keep you safe. The misery is just a byproduct of a machine running in an environment it wasn't built for. Think of it like putting a deep-sea fish in a shallow tank. The pressure is wrong. The light is wrong. It doesn't die because the tank is toxic. It dies because its body is calibrated for a different world. Your anxiety, your doom scrolling, your sense that everything is falling apart. That's your deep-sea brain gasping in the shallow, hyper-connected waters of the 21st century. And it gets even weirder. Your brain has a negativity dominance hierarchy. Negative events are stored in your memory much faster and with more detail than positive ones. You probably remember exactly where you were when you heard bad news. You likely don't remember where you were when you heard something wonderful. This is the Velcro for bad, Teflon for good theory, popularized by neuropsychologist Dr. Rick Hansen. Your brain is like a gardener who obsessively waters the weeds and ignores the flowers. It takes about 5 positive interactions to counteract one negative one in a relationship. That's a 5-to-1 ratio, just to break even. Your brain is stacking the deck against your happiness. So, what happens when you realize this? You can't uninstall your amygdala. You can't delete millions of years of code. But you can spot the glitch. When you feel that pull, the urge to click on a headline that makes your stomach drop, you can pause. You can look at your thumb hovering over the screen and say, "This isn't a lion, this is a pixel." The act of naming the bias reduces its power. Studies show that mindfulness doesn't stop the amygdala from firing, but it strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, so it can calm the amygdala down faster. You're not trying to stop the rustle. You are teaching the brain that the rustle is just the wind. The modern world has hijacked your survival instinct. It has turned a finely tuned threat detection system into a loop of anxiety. You were born to scan the horizon for a few hours a day, not 24/7. You are not broken. You are just a caveman with a supercomputer in your pocket, wondering why you feel hunted, even though you are perfectly safe. The bad news will always be there. The negativity bias will always be there. But the moment you realize that the screaming voice in your head is just a faulty smoke detector, you can finally put down the phone, look out the window, and see the grass isn't rustling at all, it's just the wind.